There we go. There are some of my hostas. I started these from little roots that I bought. You can get those little bags of the plant pretty cheap in the spring. In fact, you can get them really cheap now because they're starting to get dried out at the stores. You can find them all over the place. So I started these, oh boy, about a month ago. And they're doing pretty good. I've also got some bleeding heart over here too. I'm getting ready to plant these up around one of my maple trees up in the front garden. Make a kind of shade garden. So I came out to my greenhouse earlier. I'm out in my older greenhouse where I've got some interesting things going. There's my shade cloth. My shade cloth. I was gone for a few days and I didn't want these to overheat. Which I was really freaking out about the greenhouse while I was gone. The dome I don't worry about because it pretty much takes care of itself. But the greenhouse is just a whole different covering and a different way to grow in here. So I've got asparagus I need to get in the ground still. It's just been so darn wet. I can't even get into where these are going. And more hostas popping up. This is a mulberry that I started. Took a branch off of it and just started anew. Hopefully it works. We'll see what happens. And I've got my sunflowers for the Sunflower Challenge 2019 I'm doing on YouTube. And these are my sunflowers. They're coming up pretty good. I started early, indoors. Well, not super early. But I started them early. I can't even get over in this garden yet. It is so wet. In fact, this is the same garden that my dahlias go in. Here are all the dahlias potted up. These are old ones that some of these I've had for 6 to 7 years. And a couple of dahlias are doing really good. There's green on them. They're just taking their time. They'll go crazy once it gets hot outside. So that's what I'm doing. I'm starting them early in here. And this year I'm doing something different with the dahlias. I'm actually going to attempt putting the container in the ground in rows out in my flower garden, or out in my, I call it my cut flower farm. And I'm going to mound the dirt and some mulch up to it. That way when I have to bring these in, because I'm in Ohio, when I have to bring these in the autumn, it'll be so much easier. And you're probably looking at this video right now going, what is that girl talking about? That is not a dahlia right here. You're right. It's a potato. It's doing really good. Me and Oliver, my pup, started this. Boy, it's been a couple months now. It's doing really great. It's just such a pretty plant. These are those blue potatoes. And I'm really excited about those because we're going to make blue potato salad for the 4th of July. Hopefully we'll have a harvest by then. I'm pretty sure we will. It's pretty tough. So anyways, I wanted to show you something really interesting that's happening with my hostas. As you saw earlier in the video, some of them are doing awesome. These are just, I'm like, oh, is this not gonna come up? It looks pretty rough. But then I noticed, check this out. There's some popping up. Where's my finger? Oh, I'm in the wrong container. I've got a cold. I'm like really zoned out right now. See where that's coming up? It's actually coming up down where the root is. So I'm going to actually put a little more soil in there to kind of cover that up a bit. And hopefully as it warms up in here, this will take off like those ones I showed you earlier were taken off. And these, oh, my handwriting's horrible, but, oh, this isn't it. This is Olive Bailey hostas. Hope I wrote that right. I think this one's a minute. See what I did? Took my tag. Now I'm in trouble. We'll have to wait till the leaves come on to tell what that is. I think that's a Minuteman hosta. Here's another one of these. And this one I just kind of pulled up to see what was going on. I got impatient and I'm like, oh, check this out. It's still alive. It's moist and I can feel it. That's something you could do now if you find those bags of hostas, and these hostas are a good one. Bleeding hearts that are marked down right now, like you can find them at Walmart. I've seen them at Kroger's even. Everybody's carrying these. They're bags. You get like 3 to 6 plants, depends on where you buy it, and they come like this, right? And they're in this stuff. It's like wood chips, right? And if you can open them, to check them out to make sure they're not dried out when you buy them. That's even better yet. This time of year, they're getting a little dry because the stores like Meijers and all that. Actually, I saw, where did I see them? They actually had these out in the sun. Hey Jim, thanks for joining me here. They actually had boxes of these out in the sun. And I'm like, oh dang, those are frying those. Those are never gonna grow. And so if you can open the package and check it out before you buy them, I highly recommend that. But right now is a good time. You can get these things cheap. And I'll share a picture with you guys on this, look on the comment thread. So I'm just gonna, it's that easy. I know this container is huge. I got all the soil. And you basically want to just cover those roots like that. And soon enough, I'll have a pretty hosta growing here. I actually put it up where it's gonna get a little more sun instead of under my makeshift shade cloth. Because look what will happen. Ta-da! That's what you'll get. This one just popped a little early. Same variety. I keep all my old containers when I buy plants and recycle them like this. These heavier ones are awesome because this is what I'm using for my dahlias, where I'm actually just going to plant the whole container in the ground. I think it'll work. We'll see. It sure will make life easier in the autumn when I go to dig up all my dahlias. I've got like 100-some plants. In fact, I still haven't planted them all. But it's early. I'm in Ohio. Isn't that pretty right there? It's kind of pretty. Name that plant. Asparagus. Should be in the ground now. I want to share a tip about the asparagus actually too while I got you on here. Anybody growing asparagus? I'm learning it's a plant you want to be really patient. And I actually did read that in a book recently too. Because the roots on these, you want to put this in just the right location. Because the roots on these asparagus, I guess, get like 6 feet deep, one of the garden writers wrote. Whoa. In fact, I'm going to blog about it. It's a book review I just did, but I haven't posted it yet. I've been so busy. And asparagus is something you want to put in a place you're going to keep in that place for many years to come. And I also saw in there it says to grow at least 20 of these plants, because think about it, one plant's only going to produce a couple of asparagus. That's not going to feed your family. It's not. You need a few. I actually have about 20 plants roots in here, and I'm just put a little soil in there, and these little, I don't want to mess with them too much. I just wanted to put soil and keep them wet because, like I said, it's way too wet over in where I'm going to put these right now for me to get in there. It's over by my raspberries and stuff. And, but I've got a great location. I'm just waiting. By the end of the week, we'll be safe. I should be able to get in there. It doesn't look like there's any more rain in the forecast for Northwest Ohio. Holy cow, we got dumped on again. I feel bad for my neighbors, the farmers. They can't even get out in their fields. It's pretty bad. I can't get in my flower bed. I can't get my golf cart. I can't get the mulch moved. Ah! What a whiner, huh? Anyhow, so there it is. This is going to be pretty. I hope this works. I forget which variety. Oh, hey. Yay. Look. I got the tags. Kind of. All right. So this is what I got. Purple Passion. I kind of mixed them up. I hope I'm not in trouble here. You never know. I may make a new variety. Maybe they'll cross breed with each other or something. Mary Washington and some purple. Wouldn't that be a cool combo? We'll see. So I have no clue which is which. I don't really care. We'll know when they pop up. As long as we get some asparagus. Yum. My brother-in-law had a problem with the deer eating his asparagus. And his actually, he got it from the ditch. And there's some good stuff growing in our ditches here in Ohio. I know people who dig rhubarb up. Heck, my neighbor dug up catnip for an omelet he makes. We got a bunch of fun people in Ohio. You guys should come visit sometime. Let me know ahead of time. So I can cook you a meal and clean the bathrooms. All right, anyhow, I'll click over here, I think. I'm looking pretty rough. I actually have a cold. I got a cold somehow. We were gone this weekend. Went to a really cool Western Kentucky botanical garden. I got to get some pictures posted and video. Awesome place. In fact, you guys are going to want to check it out if you're in that area. in the next couple of weeks here because they have daylilies. They've got all kinds of beautiful stuff. I love it mostly. I loved it most because my husband liked it. He was there with me and Oliver, the dog. And my husband actually got some cool ideas. I'm excited because he saw how water gardens work. And what do you know? We got a flood area. And he's like, oh, we could put this. So gardens are fun to go to because it inspires people to do cool stuff. And I'll share more about that later. And thanks again, guys, for joining me. I'm in my old greenhouse. In fact, when I got out here, there was a little hummingbird. And I didn't know he was in here. He must have got in when the vents were open, maybe. And I started watering, and I kind of got him wet. I didn't know he was there, so he got a little bath. But he's okay. I've opened the vent, and he got out. And yay. Anyhow, thanks for joining me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Have a great day. Be sure to share your gardens. Use the hashtag Garden Chat. If you're on Facebook watching this, you got to be in the Garden Chat Facebook group. It's so much fun. Awesome people in there. I'm just blown away with all the beautiful things people are growing. All levels. You don't have to be, look at me, I'm mixing asparagus. You don't have to be an expert to grow something. So anyways, see you guys later. Bye.